Family holiday recipes are the best holiday recipes, and we've got one today that's been enjoyed over 3 generations. It's on the menu at the new Hales Black Brick Restaurant in South Tampa, owned by celebrity chef Richard Hales and his wife Jenny, who joins us now. Welcome. I'm so happy to see you.
So happy to see you too. Thank you so much for having me here. It's truly amazing. I'm very, very happy that you invited me.
And I love that you brought your family recipe for this spectacularly beautiful banana pudding. I mean, it's almost too pretty to eat, but we're going to eat it anyway, right?
Absolutely.
We're going to eat it.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so show us how to make it. Obviously, banana's a big ingredient.
So
Should
the
I
staple
slice
banana,
one?
yes, you can slice one, and I like them very, very thinly sliced. That's the key. Sometimes some banana puddings have thick, but thin is the key.
Thin is the key.
Yes.
Tell me the story of this recipe, Jenny.
So this recipe has been in my family for 3 generations. Started by my grandma, and then my mom, and then me. Passed down the torch, and I have vivid memories of doing this recipe with my mom and my grandma, and it's just become, I've made it more times than I could count, and it's just been passed on. My daughters make it with me now, and it's a beautiful thing. So I would dare say it's actually 4 generations, because it has my kids.
Because you have your kids on it now. Your 2 girls, how old are they now?
So Lily and Violet. Lily's 14, and Violet's 13. A 9th grader and an 8th grader, yes.
Goes fast, huh?
It goes fast. It's incredible.
We were just joking with Whitney Cummings, who she has a 1-year-old.
A little 1-year-old, yes.
And then she's going to blink, and it's going to be like done.
All
right, so we've sliced our bananas very thin. Now what?
Yes, so then you have the pudding mix, and you have the whipped cream mix. And the pudding mix, the beauty of it is you can make everything ahead. Okay. So I don't suggest you make everything ahead, and you can refrigerate it, but serve it, make sure that you compile the whole thing the day of. The day of, because fresh makes a difference, doesn't it? Fresh bananas makes a huge difference. They oxidize, and it's nicer to have it fresh. So,
so what's in your pudding mix?
So the pudding mix, this is where the twist comes, and as I'm sure you're Hispanic, I'm Hispanic, and like any good Hispanic household has, I'm sure you would know what you would find in the pantry.
Leche condensada.
Yes, exactly.
Condensed milk. We put that in every dessert.
Everything.
It makes it better.
So it makes it better. So that's the twist of that. So what I do is you get a 1.5 cups of ice cold water. Okay. So water, you add ice to it, mix it up so it's very, very cold. Then you mix it with a whole can of leche condensada, sweetened condensed milk. Give it a good stir with the handheld mixer or the stand, and then you let it sit. You add 1 pack of a small vanilla jello pudding mix, the instant.
Easy peasy.
It's perfect. Not the banana, very important, not the banana.
Vanilla.
Some people, vanilla, because you want the real bananas to shine. Okay. So you add the vanilla.
Perfect. So that's our pudding, and then do we put it in the mixing bowl?
You put it in the mixing bowl, yes. You can put that in the mixing bowl, and I'll put mine as well.
All right, so this could not be so far easier to make, Jenny.
And also a fun, a pro tip, if you're in a hurry, instead of, because it takes a couple of hours to set, you can put it in the freezer, and it'll set quickly.
Because the important thing also, it has to be set and look like this to have the texture that you want.
Yes, you want it to be nice and thick and rich. And so that's 3 cups of heavy cream.
3 cups of heavy cream.
Heavy cream, you give it a good stir, and then you make sure that it's pretty thick. Not quite butter, but very thick, because once it's mixed, it does tend to get a little bit more watery, and you want it to be really thick because it's going to be layered. Okay. So
I'm getting that the hardest thing about this, and it's not even hard, is just making sure that your consistency is right with both of these.
Yes, and that you're not eating it while you're making it.
No promises, I'm sorry.
I know.
All right, so now we just stir it together.
So now you just stir it together, make sure that you combine it all nicely.
I can't wait to taste it with the sweetened condensed milk.
It's delicious, and it's so simple, but you can dress it up and make it just so elegant, and it's a crowd pleaser. You bring it to a party, people go nuts. It's just fantastic.
You're gonna sell out of this quick.
I know.
When everybody
Actually,
sees
we've had it at our restaurants in Miami, and it was a huge hit. Richard loved it, so he featured at the restaurants, and people would line out the door.
Oh, I'm sure.
So much so that I think he may have gotten a little bit jealous.
Because people were coming for the dessert,
yes.
All right, so now it's mixed. Now, do we add the bananas, or do we add the bananas when it's time to assemble?
So now it's time to layer. So what you do is you layer, you get your cookies. 1 minute, so let's do it. And they're just, your vanilla wafers. You can make them from scratch, but that's,
I don't know.
You can keep it a little bit more simple. Exactly.
And then what's the next layer?
And then you do a layer of bananas. Yes, and I like to layer, I like to take the time to layer it nicely, to do like a thin layer.
Yeah, I'm not doing that because we only have like 30 seconds.
Exactly.
I want to make sure we eat it.
Exactly.
And then you put the...
And then you put the cream. And then you layer it with the cream, exactly.
All right, we're gonna pretend after this that we have layered the whole thing. But right now.
Excellent. Oh, that looks so good. That looks amazing.
Yeah, baby.
So that's your individual portion. And then you finish it off. Sometimes I like to add a little crumble. You add a little crumble at the top, and how's that?
And then you go to heaven, because that's all you need. Thank you, Jenny, so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
The new Hales Black Brick in South Tampa opens this weekend, and you can find this recipe as well on our website, daytimeonline.tv. We'll be right back.